Right, Shalom.
Shalom.
For the brothers from the Phoenix camp, that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to your
Hero, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Hakadosh.
The honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the brothers doing this work in true sincerity. Once again, the Spirit allows us to come together to bring you, hopefully, an edifying lesson which is going to flow through the Spirit. Man, give me that Job.
So Job 23:10 says, "But he knoweth the way that I take it. When he had tried me, I shall come forth as gold."
See, so basically, you got to understand that our time here on earth is a time of trial and testing, for the men of the Lord. So that's why when you encounter a situation, or when you encounter a catching of hell that doesn't go your way, you can look at everything as a test and a challenge, man. Don't look at it as a problem. Look at it as something to overcome. Because we're here to be tried, man. We're here to be built up. And they got to be built up so they can be judges of the earth, man. How else are you be able to judge correctly unless you have proper experiences to draw from, man? Like the Elder Gabar always says, we have to learn wickedness in order to appreciate righteousness, man. So all the things that we go through, it's only for our edification. That's why when you get into a situation where you catch hell, man, you gotta look at it as a building up process, man.
Precept.
Go ahead, bro.
It's 1 Corinthians 11:32. It says, "But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world." Because we understand the judgment that the world has coming forth. When you read 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, the Lord goes into it. Scriptures goes into about what the Lord is going to do to those who have had a strong hatred for His law.
Yeah.
And we understand 200 million missiles is coming to this place. So
right.
We suffer the straight things, man, so therefore we can enjoy the kingdom to come. So we're going to have, when you go to Sirach 21, it says, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, which means it's not going to be an easy walk. It's not easy, man. It's tough. Sometimes you got good days, sometimes you got bad days. Sometimes you got a streak of bad days, but the Lord always put the balance to it. You might be winning, for a couple months straight, and then you might hit a fall. That's just what it is. But like the brother said, it's all a test. And that's what it feels like too, when you understand the chastening of the Lord. Because He said if He didn't chasten us, then we're bastards.
Yeah. 1 Peter 1:6, it says, "Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than fine gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Mashiach Yahushua." Right? So the trial of your faith is precious in the eyes of the Lord, man. The Lord said, even though you're in for a season in heaviness, those things are sit here and make you be glorified. Because then you gain the experience needed. This is Romans 5:3. It says, "And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of the Most High is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us." You see? So that the tribulation working patience, man. So now the hell's at your door, and now you gotta wait for the Lord to provide the deliverance. That patience that you show works experience. So now you have the understanding, okay, this hell came, the Lord sets up certain things down the line for me to get out of it. Now you have the experience to give another brother some words of wisdom in those situations. Because there's no one trial that's unique. It's not unique, man. It's just unique for you at the time. But the same tribulations are fulfilled in our brothers, man.
Yeah, that's why Yahushua told Peter after he went through his trial of denying the Lord. He said, "I'll pray for you," and afterward you strengthen your brother, man. So it's all for the edification of the body, man. And the reason the Spirit brings this up because 2023 could be a hell of a year, man. You don't know what kind of things the Lord's going to throw at us this year, man. But we know that it's going to be trying. Jacob troubled himself. That's going to be a test, man. That's going to be a test of your faith. Because what's going to happen in life is going to be drawn in the sand, and you're going to have to make life and death decisions. And that's just what it is. So that's why we have to speak about these things now. We build up our mind now in order to prepare ourselves for these things. said that he purposed himself that he wasn't gonna eat the king's meat.
Yeah.
So he really decided beforehand where his action was going to be. And he decided beforehand, what course he's gonna take. And then that's what you gotta do now. You gotta decide beforehand, like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna make sure that I do this because that's why the scripture talk about being circumspect. The scripture says that a wise man foresees the evil. So we know that things are coming. So you gotta prepare yourself spiritually for these things, man. Go ahead, brother. I appreciate it.
I got two.
Go ahead, bro.
You have one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bro, I said this one real quick, man. I'm gonna, but just to touch up on what the brother said, man. Okay, because we know that these devils are gonna put out things to to try and make brothers fall, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So these devils, they're gonna make things, extremely, extremely tempting. So we go into lessons like this, man, just to kind of prepare the mindset, man, because the scriptures tell us to gird up the loins of your mind, right? And I'm gonna get that real quick. This is 1 Peter chapter 1. So I get load in verse 13. And it says, wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you, at the revelation of the Yahushua HaMashiach, right? And so the scriptures always talk about, a reward to the righteous, okay? And so the righteous, well, they're not going to be like the world, to fall into these things that's going to be put out, taking the seats to the hip, okay, going to the to man for help, okay?
Yeah.
Bro, so you have to gird the loins, and basically do what Daniel did, man. So you have to tell yourself and prepare yourself, and so to really help keep that type of mindset, upright is these scriptures, man.
That's right.
These scriptures, are the foundation, man. This is what, and so that's why, I forgot exactly how it was worded, but the scriptures talk about, how Yahushua founded, how his foundation was upon a rock, man.
Yeah.
He was our rock, man. Okay, and a rock is strong, bro. Okay, a rock can hold something up. Okay, so we have to be up in this word to keep our confidence up, man.
Yeah.
Okay, to be able to believe, because faith, because faith and belief, man, they are extremely powerful, man.
That's right, man, and that's why the scripture started to describe the Lord as a strong tower, man. That's a place of defense. So that's gonna be our defense in the trials to come. And you're already purposed. The Lord already purposed you to go whatever you're going through. Whatever befalls you, the Lord already purposed that for you to happen. Whether it be some type of situation happening in your life, maybe it could be a woman leaving you, or anything like that, man. The Lord already purposed all those things, man, because the scripture said that a man's steps are ordered by the Lord, man. So we really been purposed to go through all these things. Yahushua was purposed to go through the things that he had to go through, man. It's already predestined that the elect are going to go through different situations and they're going to be built up to the Spirit for those situations, man. The scripture talk about let all things still be done for edifying. So everything's for the building up of the body, man. Everything's for the edification of the elect. That's why we go through the things that we go through. That's why we live the life that we live. That's why we've been separated from the rest of the world, man. Because how many men, we're not saying this properly or boastfully, we say this humbly, but how many men from among the thousands of actually go out there and believe in this word, man? Very few. Yeah. I mean, you go into your workplace, you're probably the only person in the whole building that knows the name Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand the grace in that, man. There's a grace in knowing this truth. You know, and that's one thing you always gotta keep in mind because your life on the outside looking in can be a total fucking wreck, but you have the blessings of grace upon you. And if you wouldn't want to trade that for anything, man. You know, so I got this Revelation 21, and where is it at? It says, "Behold, I come quickly." Yeah, Revelation 22 and 12. And this is the word of Yahweh Shai, and it says, "And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me." Because the brother's talking about reward, man. To give every man according as his work shall be. But that's why we're diligently putting these works in right now, because we know that we're going to get a reward for these works. In the number one hope is that we get a reward in the form of mercy. Because that's what everybody's going to be. That's going to be the prized possession in Jacob's trouble, man. Mercy. Everybody's going to be looking for mercy. Everybody's going to be looking for defense. Everybody's going to be looking for protection. Because the Lord's going to allow this devil to come down hard on you, Jake, man. You know, that's why it says in the scriptures, talking about seeing the mark of the elect, those that sigh and cry. What is the verse after that? It says to go smite old and young, you know, women and children, you know, and to utterly destroy them, man. So people are going to be looking for mercy in those days. So mercy is going to be the most valuable thing in those days, man.
That's right.
And that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping that our works are going to give us some type of mercy because this is our faith. Our faith is backed up by works in those days to come, man.
I'll go up. Go ahead. This is Psalms 94:12. It says, "Blessed is the man it says, blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Lord Yahweh, and teaches him out of thy law." It says, blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, man. Like I kind of got earlier. You know, if you're going through chastisement, I mean, that's the bright side of going through something. Because if you were going through nothing, then you have something to worry about. But if you're going through something, right, it's like, okay, cool. Right, I know the Lord is doing it. It's Isaiah 28:9. It says, whom shall he teach? That's like this is Job 36:22. It says, behold, the Most High exalted by his power, who teacheth like him? So who teaches like the Lord? The scripture said what? The Lord know how many hairs is on your head, man.
Right.
So he created you, so he knows what to put you through. You know, he knows the best way that you learn because he created you, man. So every man has a different walk, right? But the walk is purposed by the Lord, man. Yep. So whatever he wants you to accomplish or whatever he wants you to learn in that moment, right? He's going to put you through certain trials and tribulations to learn from that. One man might not learn from a woman, committing adultery like that. You know what I mean? That probably happened to him a lot in the world. One man might, right? That might get a man, that might make a man stay in his truth because he won't fall for the beauty of another woman.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. One man might, not learn from going broke. You know what I mean? Because he's being broke in the world. But one man might learn from being broke. So the Lord knows, man. The Lord, like your brother said, the Lord directed the man's steps. Yeah. So he created you so he knows the perfect test that you need to go through, man.
There's one in Proverbs that says, who teaches like the Most High?
Yeah.
This is 2 Ezra 8:62. These things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, behold, that's it on that one. But basically, like the brother was talking about before, you got to treat this truth like it's a treasure, bro. Yeah. Because it really is, man. Even Yahweh Shai said, it was given unto you to know these things, but unto them it was not given.
Yeah. So
having this truth in this time and knowing the will of the Lord, understanding the Lord, and understanding of the Lord, that's a valuable thing, man. It's a valuable thing that a lot of people in this world don't have it. They don't even have the faith in the words of the Lord. And then they say they believe in the Lord. So how does that work? You got something special, man.
Yeah.
Hey, watch what the scriptures say to despise not the chastising of the Lord, man.
That's right.
Okay, because you have to understand, man. okay, you have to go through something to be built up, man. Okay, that's a very basic thing to understand. Okay, so you can't be despising. Okay, you can't come to the truth and expect it to be easy, man.
Right.
Can't expect it to be easy, man. You know, and our brothers got testimonies that, you know, to where they went through something after they came in, and it's, you know, but personally, man, and I've seen a lot of brothers grow. I've seen a lot of brothers grow, man, you know, and, you know, truly begin to mature, you know, pull out certain precepts that, that they, that they didn't truly know back then,
Yeah.
you know, so it's a beautiful thing to watch and see brothers keep enduring,
Yeah.
because you see the growth, man. Hey, boy, you're seeing the growth of brothers, man.
Go ahead.
It's Romans 5 verse 3 reads, not only so, but we glory in tribulations,
Right.
also knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. Because another thing to these honest people in the world, they don't have hope, bro. They don't have hope that all this hell is for something. They think this is a part of life. They think, oh, you know, the hell, like, you know, this is not real thing. But when you go through hell, like, alright, all the hell we catch through, all the shit we go through, and this time is worth something, most of it part of life. I say everything you're going through, you're like, it must be worth something at the very end. At the very end, that must be part of life. That you could just, and be enjoyed that you are partakers in my suffering, that how was shy died for you, most of it part of life, man. Now I can say that, bro. I just like, well, maybe I'm a good person enough, or maybe I can do this. Like, even people will be, oh, maybe if I work really hard, maybe I work really hard, then I'd be rich, or then I can have a comfortable life when I'm 65 years old. That's not even the case, man. That's when I get broke.
This brother would like to bring up the scripture. If you can find it, basically where it says, the Lord's not going to put nothing more than you can handle. Yeah, go ahead, get that one. You can find that one, man. Because like the brother said, every man's walk is basically tailored for that man. You know, to go through those things that he got to go through. You know, and if the Lord's not going to put, you know, more on you than you can withstand. You know, when he tested Job, he knew Job could withstand those things because his faith was already there. His faith was already proven. You know, so the Lord knew that Job was going to pass all those tests because like I said at camp before, the Lord doesn't make losing bets, man. So when he tried Job, he knew that Job was going to withstand and come out victorious in all those things, man.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians 10:13. And so it reads, it says, there hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
And how we escape, you know, we escape to the comfort of the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why it's important to stay in the spirit.
Yeah.
You know, because if you start thinking carnally about the situation that you're in, you know, you might do something that's not wise, man.
Take you down a rabbit hole, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
This is Job 11:6. It says, and that he would show the secrets of wisdom, and that this is that they are double to that which is. Know therefore that the Most High exacted of thee less than thy iniquity deserved.
Yeah.
So no matter what your relationship is going, we're getting less than we actually deserve. There's a lot of things that we've done in our life that deserve death.
And our past lives too.
Yeah. In our past lives, yeah. David said it himself. He says, hide me from my secret faults or something like that.
Yeah.
Forgive me for my secret faults.
Presumptuous sins.
Yeah.
But like the brother said, man, we're given a grace at this time, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that those doors of grace are open for the elect right now.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a point in time where that mercy and that time for repentance is going to be shut, just like the Lord shut the door on Noah's Ark.
Yep.
That time to receive this word and understand this word is gonna be done. And people are gonna be looking for that mercy, because what the scripture says about them, the word, they're gonna be looking high, low, near and far for it, man. They're gonna be looking for, because what they're gonna be looking for is mercy. Because they're gonna see all these things coming, and they're gonna want some type of protection. Then they know that the only thing that can protect them is the Most High. They're gonna realize that at the very end, man.
It's too late.
And it's going to be too late, and they're going to have to suffer the consequence for that. But suffering and going through shit, that's a requirement in this truth, man. I mean, there's no other ways about it. The other apostles say, like, they say, you don't know what you got yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a life or death thing that we're involved in, man.
It's real, man.
You know, and Elder Gabar, he always like to, the old lessons, he always likened it to being in the mafia. You know, this thing of ours, he called it. He said this is worse than the mafia. You know what I'm saying? So in the mafia, you gotta take a blood oath, man. You know, and if you break that oath, it's death for you. So this is worse than that, man. But I'm gonna get this one real quick. It says this is Romans 8, and I'm gonna start at 16. It says, the Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Why? Because we believe and understand this word. And we know that we've been separated from the rest of the world to go out there and do these things. And it says, and if children, then heirs of Yahweh and joint heirs of Yahweh, if so be that we suffer wisdom. So that's a requirement, man. It says that we may also be glorified together, by reckoning that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Because the brother said that, you know, we're not getting our exact due like we should get it, man. You know, we're being shown grace. So this what we're going through, man, it ain't shit. It's basically like a slap on the hand, slap on the wrist, compared to the kingdom that we're going to receive, man. Most I wouldn't be those men.
That one real quick. This is Proverbs 6 and 23. It says, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue, and of the strange woman. So it said reproof of instructions of the way of life. So that tribulation and that trial is that reproof of instruction. Because the Lord puts that hell on you, but because what? By sorrow, the heart is made better. Right? So while you're going through those tribulations, it causes you to think back, what did I do? What am I not doing right? That's what those things are for. The Lord only puts that hell on you to make you better. Because niggas in the world don't understand that, so they get offended. But when you're in this truth, you understand all things work to the good for those that fear the Most High.
Yeah, it says the glory in tribulation, man. It also says something to the effect, but it's but upon it take swiftly. You know, and thou art changed to a lower state. So you're going to be put in a lower state, man. You're going to be put in a position where you're scorned or scoffed or laughed at or mocked or seen, you know, from people in the world like, oh, this dude ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at him, you know, this. Yeah. So the scripture said that we're going to be put in a lower state as part of being in this faith, man. You know, and for that, that's something that a lot of people, they don't want to or can't accept, because they want to keep their status with this world, man. You know, because they favor the world more than they favor the approval of the Most High, man.
Hey, bro, but the scriptures say that those who be a friend of the world are what, man? An enemy.
Yeah, enmity with the Most High. So they're contrary to the Most High, because you're following the fashions of this world, man. You know, and there's a separation between us and the people that we encounter in everyday life. And we know this, man. You know, the scripture talking about walk with wisdom to those without, man. So you gotta always use wisdom in dealing with the people in the world, man. You know, the scriptures also say, you know, much power we live, peace be with all men. So there's a certain way that you gotta move and shake with the 2/3 and the heathen, the Edomites that you have to encounter on a day-to-day basis, man. Go ahead.
I got this one. So the brothers were talking about basically the things that we're going through. Or not, you know, truly being punished for as much as we should be. You know, so I just got that one real quick. This is from the book of Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse just getting right to the point, verse 4, and it says for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yep.
It says, and having been a little chastised, but see,
Yeah.
just a little bit, man. Because truly, man, the things that we did, you know, back in the world,
Right.
hey, brother, we did things, you know, that are worthy of death.
Yeah.
But here we are being shown grace, man.
Hey, the scripture talking about, I think one of us brought out about the light affliction. This is a light affliction, man. We deserve far more than what we're getting, man.
Yeah.
You know, but that just means that grace is shown upon you. If you look at that word grace, it means undeserved or unmerited favor, man.
Hey, bro, it says in the book of Lamentations, the 3rd chapter, it says, for it is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed.
Right.
Okay, so if the Lord didn't have any type of mercy, hey, but we'd be consumed, man. We're going back, and Wisdom Solomon 3, continuing on in verse 5. It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. See, so there's a reward for enduring, man.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a reward for turning yourself away from the world, you know, and seeking the true Heavenly Father and Son, man. Okay, whose true names, you know, are Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Okay, it says they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them. So how do you get proved? You have to go through something to be proved, right?
Right.
Okay, you can't just be like, oh yeah, I was proved. Okay, so what did you go through?
Yeah.
Nothing. You know, I had the riches of the world, and I had, you know, basically everything that I wanted, bro. I had a really good life.
Yeah.
So were you proved?
Yeah.
No, but you weren't proved through anything.
Yeah, you can't be what they call a sunshine soldier, man. Yeah, shit, man. You ain't going through the mud, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta be dragged through the mud, man.
Yep. It says, and found them worthy for himself. It says, as gold in the furnace hath he tried them. Hey, bro, so we gotta go through fire through here, man.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, we gotta go through shit that's gonna burn like fire, bro. It's gonna hurt, man. But gotta endure and fight, man. It says, and receive them as a burnt offering. Okay, and I can go through this whole chapter, man. It's great, man. But you guys can go ahead.
Okay.
Got the point.
Can I get this real quick? I thought this was a fast one. This is Job 36 and 12. It says, but if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge. And that's what a lot of people are going through. They're dying without knowledge because they don't know the word of the Lord like we do.
Yeah.
Right? So when we're being chastised little by little bit, and we understand the mercy and the judgment, knowing that we deserve worse. Right? The world goes on and they just die without knowledge. They don't even know when they're going off. Right? Like it says in Second Answers, it tells you, it said, Adam, thou fallest not by thyself, but we also. Roughly paraphrase. Right? Niggas in the world, they don't understand judgment, so they're dying without knowledge, but you actually understand what to do properly. This is a major thing, man. You got it, bro.
Like you're saying, like you were pulled out earlier, the most doesn't make losing bets, bro. That seems so. All the hell you catch it through, the Lord knows that you can push through. The Lord has seen that already that you can push through. So let me get this real quick.
Yeah.
This is John 15, verse 16. It reads, "You have not chosen me, I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go out and bring forth fruit." So, hey, man, you most have chosen us, bro.
Yeah.
He said, no matter what you go through, no matter all the hell you catch, the Lord knows you got you, bro. The Lord knows that, yeah, if this man can take it, man. So you gotta remember that.
Yeah.
That most important part, like, that the Lord chose you to go through this, man. And everybody else, he could choose the next, anyone else, your next door neighbor, you 5 blocks on, 5 blocks on the street, bro. Yet he chose you. So it realized all the hell the Lord had ordained you to catch it because the Lord knows that you can endure it, man.
Hey, just, just a quick point, man. The scriptures say, you know, that the Lord Yahweh himself prayed for the elect, man. Okay, he says that he prayed for them. Okay, he prayed not for the world. That's powerful, man.
So you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you. They should go and bring forth fruit, that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever you shall ask of my Father, so ask the Father in my name, he may give it to you. So realize that, hey, there's an end goal to all this, bro. There's an end goal. The Lord had chosen to have the most important part of that, to receive that end goal. So what the hell I catch, remember, all the hell I catch, it's gonna be hard, man.
Yeah.
Not gonna be easy. Like, saying a catch shell is one thing, but actually catching it full force, but it's some shit this time, bro. But the Lord knows that, hey, this man can take, man. The Lord's not even stressing about that. Oh, maybe he can break through. No, we're like, no, he got to. No, he got to.
Yeah, that's why Scripture says be anxious for nothing, man. But basically pray to the Lord, man, and see if I can find the one.
Hey, come, bro. Just real quick, man. I want to go back into this, into the Wisdom of Solomon, because this is too good to not pull out for the.
Thanks for everything, supplication and prayer.
For the lesson, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3, continuing on in verse 7. It says, and in the time of their visitation they shall shine. So that's the end goal, man. It's to be, it's to get back in a position of power, that
Oh, be careful.
that we know.
Philippians 4 and 6.
It's lucky, man. Basically getting back to a position of power to therefore have the world, in a good case, because the wicked are ruling now, so the world is in a shit case. Alright? It says, in time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. That's that power, man. It says, they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and the Lord shall reign, shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful and love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. Okay, so I just back at the brother, when he was talking about that the Lord basically knows that you're going to get through it, man, because he knows you better than you know yourself. He is quite literally the creator of you, man.
Well, Scripture says all things are created for his glory, man. Every creature is created for his glory, man. Go ahead and get that one.
It's Philippians 4 and 6. It says, be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High.
See that? So that's what you be. That's what your mindset should be in every situation, man. Now, I'm gonna read that same scripture, but in different versions. This is the AMP version. It says, "Do not be anxious or worried about anything, but in everything, every circumstance, situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, continue to make your requests known to Yahweh, man." So don't worry about it. Basically, the Lord saying, Scripture says, "Don't think about tomorrow, man." So hey, if you truly have faith and the Lord is dealing with you, then nothing can fuck with you, man.
Right.
You're gonna come out on top every fucking time, man. So that and if you have that mind state within you, then hey, man, you're gonna succeed.
And it's faith.
You're gonna succeed, man. You're in the win position, man. You have the advantage over everybody else, and the Lord gave you that advantage. And where's that advantage from? And we have the scriptures. So we have the advantage, man. We have the supreme authority of the universe, the Bible, man. That's authority right there, man. That's power right there. The scripture talk about Yahweh Shai was given all power and authority, man. You know, and what is Yahweh Shai? It's Mr. Yahweh Shai is the word. Hey, so hey, we have the secrets of the universe, man.
These trials aren't sitting there to fucking just beat your ass up.
Yeah.
The trial is there for you to sit here and actually get closer to the Lord, man.
Yeah.
What it says, in time of trouble, there is the showing of His power, like the scripture said. So that's when the Lord shines, when you get put in that trouble. So I gotta find that one too, because that's a cool ass one.
Yeah.
But the Lord knows how to motivate, right? The Lord knows exactly how to motivate. So the trial that you go into is gonna motivate you to get you back into what, asking the Lord for what you need.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It turns you back to the Lord. It's cool how the Lord does it, man.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that you know that's gonna affect you the most, the Lord hits it
Oh yeah.
to show you, hey, baby, it's time for you to pray to me, man. You know, man, you used to sing to me every day. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, to back that brother up, the first thing you do is like when you go through some shit is watch a video.
Yeah.
Call a brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You probably call a brother you ain't been calling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you know, you've been meaning to watch this video.
Yeah.
But you know, you go through some trial and tribulation, and then you finally got the wits to sit down and watch the video. You know what I mean? And, you know, and the brother's on point with that, man, because you go through something and then you start remembering the Lord. Like, oh yeah, I need to do it. Like, okay, cool. Let me do this. Let me do that. You start taking care of your business, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this flesh, sometimes it'll have you. Okay, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
I'll get to it then. I'll get to that. But then when you hit a wall, it's like the only power you can run to is the Lord.
Right.
And one of the only ways to run to Him, you know, prayer, obviously, but studying, teaching, studying, watching brothers' videos, right? Because a brother says something in the video and be like, okay, all right, that's what I needed to hear, you know, and then that can be the Lord speaking through that brother, man. You know, right to you, right to what you needed, and that can get you through. That could save you from something, from a foolish act that you might have committed without watching that video.
And every brother can testify that they were in a certain position and there was a video that spoke directly to their situation.
Yep.
And it came out of the blue. It could have been just somebody I know that happened to me many times, man. Where I was in a certain situation and there was there's like a tailor-made video just for you. It spoke directly to the thing that you're going through, man. You know, because hey, we're all connected to the spirit, so we're all gonna be in the same vibration, man. Go ahead, bro. Was there anything else? No, man. Okay, with that being said, hey, most High willing, it was an edifying lesson. You know, we're pushing these lessons out because we know that there's a lot of things that are coming that's gonna test our faith, man. You know, 2023, we're hoping to be the year that the Lord starts, you know, really pushing it, man. But with that being said, it's a real quick lesson. Most High willing, hope is edifying. Most High will give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Let's keep on pushing. Shalom.
Shalom.